We have the best man, Andrew. Give him a hand.
Thank you. So, sorry for my notes. I have an exam Tuesday, so I'm trying to keep down the amount I need to memorize. There comes a time in every person's life when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, their destiny, the person who will know and understand them for the rest of their life. That moment came for Seth almost 10 years ago when he met me. For those who don't know me, my name's Andrew Crow, and it's an honor to be the best man on Seth's important day. I met Seth when we were 14 years old. It's hard not to imagine 14-year-old Seth. He had the same haircut, same size 16 feet, and same bushy Mexistache he wears every time he knows he's not going to see Haley for a while. Joking aside, Seth's been a great friend to me, and while it would be impossible to summarize the last 10 years, I would like to say that over this time, he's been the best anyone could hope for in a brother, a companion, and a best friend. Although most know Seth for his feats on the baseball diamond, today counts as one of the biggest accomplishments to date, committing to a woman like Haley, as well as committing to devoting all of the friendship and love that he has within him to another person, his wife, and best friend. So before I toast, I will now take this opportunity to congratulate the happy couple. Anyone who's been lucky enough to spend time in their company knows what a great pair they really are. It seems everyone here today has been having a great time. This is mainly down to the weeks and months of planning by Debbie and Bill Harmeyer. They've done an incredible job in You guys have done an incredible job and sacrificed time and sanity to make this special day one we'll never forget. So from myself, my family, and everyone here, we thank you for the wonderful memories. Now it gives me great pleasure to ask you all to stand and raise your glasses to the newly wedded couple. May you both live long as you like and love as long as you live. To Seth and Haley.
Thank you, Andrew. Now, if you can pass the mic, let's give it up for our maid of honor, Natalie.
Is it on? So short. I met Haley when we did Palm Line at U of A together. Yeah. It's a dance team. And the first thing we do after auditions is we go out to dinner. And it was Haley's first year that she made the team, and we sat right across from each other. And we hadn't said much besides, congratulations for making the team, but I already liked her. I really liked her. And the first thing I said to her, I looked up at her and I said, I really like you. You have a kind face. And in retrospect, I'm like, how incredibly creepy is that? You have a kind face. Not, your hair looks great, you did great at auditions. No, you have a kind face. And alas, our friendship was born. And we became roommates. And one of my favorite things about living with Haley was that we love to entertain. And in college, entertaining isn't inviting some friends over for a glass of wine and playing board games. In college, entertaining is inviting 120 people over and having a house party. And me and Haley did it so well. And we did it every weekend. And my favorite thing about Haley is that we'd get ready together. And I love this outfit, I hate this outfit, yikes, don't wear that, those shoes are great. And we'd get dressed to the nines. And our guests would start arriving, and 10 to 15 minutes in, the shoes would be gone. I mean, they'd be gone, no shoes. And to paint a picture of how we danced at our house parties, it wasn't, let's be cool girls, let's dance. No, it was choreography. There were splits, there were kicks, there were jumps, there were turns. And at any moment, I could call 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other dancers would start Seattle at any time. So that's how the house parties went, dancing full force. And that's what I loved about Haley. We never wore shoes, and we just made absolute fools of ourselves. And again, in retrospect, it's so concerning that we had friends and that people were friends of ours. It's so weird. It's not right. And I never had a sister. I've never had a sister. I have a twin brother. And as me and Haley got closer, I started viewing Haley as my sister, as my little sister. And as a big sis, I felt really protective of her. So she started dating Seth. And I had the mentality, any guy messes with you, he has to answer to me. All 5'0" of me. Terrifying, I know. And so they started dating. And I really liked Seth. He was so nice. But I wasn't convinced quite yet. So it's a weekend. And what do? We have a house party. Because the 3, 6 a.m. practices and the basketball game and the 4-hour football game we danced at wasn't enough to dance. So we wanted to have another house party. And as you guys know, the later the party gets, the better it gets. So it's late, and I'm on a chair. I don't know how I got on a chair. I'm on a chair. Those who know me know I like elevated surfaces. And I'm bebopping around, and I see this kid across my house, this phantom, and he's really going for it. Just a big guy, really dancing hard. And wherever I am, when I see someone dancing like that, I have the same thought. And it's, I need to be friends with you. I love who you are as a person. I need to be friends with you. So I hop off my chair and I skedaddle through the crowd to this kid. And as I get closer, I see that it's Seth. And the kid is lighting it up. And there's nothing better than a big man dancing. Because it seems so wrong, but it's so right. It's so right. And he's flailing, he's burning it up. There's a circle forming. It's everything I'd hope in a house party. And I'm watching him, and my jaws dropped, and I turned to Haley, and I was like, I approve. So tonight, I raised my glass to dancing, something that has completely steered the course of my life. It's my career, what I do in Miami. Haley, it's how we met. And Seth, it's how you solidify this place at this table for me. And so tonight I toast to happiness, health, and a ton of dancing. Love you now.
Thank you so much for that. I expect to hear Seattle later.
Yeah.
And let's give it up for Haley's dad, Bill Harmer. There he is.
You ready? I will. How's everybody tonight? Are we ready to have a great time? All right. A couple things first. I want to welcome everybody here on behalf of myself and my beautiful wife, Deb. Love you very much. And I'd like to thank Andrew for including my name in the conjunction of the preparation for this event, because I had zero to do with any of this, trust me, at all. The last couple years have been a lot of change. Welcome Seth into our family, which has been phenomenal. Great young man, as most everybody here knows. But the couple things being the father of the daughter, soon to be the father of the bride, is there's 3 certainties that some of you have been through this, some will be going through this at some point in your future. First thing is that your daughter will always have a very special place in your heart, no matter what, for as long as you live. The second thing is that you'll be replaced as the main man in her life. And that's a good thing. And the last thing is you will remember that day forever, the day that someone else took your place. And let me tell you a little bit about that day, because I remember the day, the time, where we were, how it went down, the whole thing. So we were on vacation we took a Christmas vacation, the family, and Haley asked Seth if Seth could come along. And of course we said, sure, more the merrier, it's great. We didn't know at that time just where this was going to evolve to. So we'd gone to Chicago to visit Deb's brother, Jeff, and his family. And upon arrival, when we were taking luggage out of our car, Seth's luggage broke. And I was carrying luggage in, I had no idea what had happened. I heard all this commotion, and Haley was going ballistic. I mean, she was bouncing off the walls, get some Band-Aids, get some antibiotic cream, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Well, evidently, Seth had cut his hand, or cut his finger, basically, is what it was. And it amounted to about a paper cut, correct? Okay. So I thought, well, I guess this is the end of the Western world, that, Seth is hurt. So fast forward 2 days later, we go skiing. And someone had the ingenious idea that Matt, my son Matt, and Ben and I would get in the same chairlift to go up the hill. I'm not sure whose idea that was, but as we got to the top of the hill, Ben's snowboard and my skis got tangled up, so I pushed Ben off, and I was hanging in the chair as it made that auspicious turn to start to go back the other direction. So I had the decision to either hang on for the entire ride or just drop off. So I decided to drop off about 10 feet, and I fell into a snowbank. So I'm dazed, my chin's bleeding, and the first thing I always remember is my daughter's hysterical laughter from behind me. So as I sat in the snow, that was my moment. I'd been replaced. Seth had a paper cut. I fell 10 feet into the snow. But it's been unbelievable to watch these two individuals who have just incredible, incredible characteristics. The two of them, obviously, I'm very skewed to Haley. Just incredible person that you've grown to be. I love you so much. Seth is a great partner. The two of them together are just fantastic together. Although they have had separate dreams, separate ambitions, they have brought those all together, and now they share the same dreams to move forward with, and it's been incredible to watch. There's a picture of Haley and I. It's the most favorite picture I have in all the world. She's probably 3 years old. We're at the ocean and at the beach, and I'm holding Haley on my hip. She's got her arms draped around me with a big Haley smile on her face, and I'm about knee deep in the water. And those that know Haley well know that she loves to be at the ocean, just not necessarily in the ocean. Because as she told me at a very young age, is that I don't get in any water that I can't see what's in there with me, which makes perfect sense. But what we would do is I would hold her and I would wade out into the water as far as she'd let me go. And when the big waves start to come in, I would start to run like crazy for the beach, keeping her safe from the water and out of the waves. And that's been my job for the last 22 years. And I've loved every single second of it. And now, I'm very pleased, proud, honored, and confident that Seth will be the person running with you to the beach, keeping you safe from the ocean and the waves. Everyone, please raise a glass to Seth and Haley, all the love and happiness in the world. Salute.